You're just gonna pop on down there. You'll be fine. Just go. You're good. See? Yeah, I'll cut that out. What's going on, guys? OddManMC back at you with another episode here on the Scoutcraft server. We are just AFKing over here at the Guardian Farm so we can get some supplies, stock up in our resource container, because we're going to work on the MEGABASE a little bit, and I want to use some sea lanterns. Alright, I gathered almost 2 stacks of sea lantern materials with a little bit left over and some prismarine blocks. I don't know where I want to use these yet, but I'm sure I'll get an idea. But we are going to work on the MEGABASE today. I want to bring all of the stone up to this level. I probably won't get it textured or anything like I do here on the front, but I do want to get it up to that level because we're going to bring it up another probably like 10-15 blocks. But I want to make sure I have room for these spots. I'll talk about these spots in today's video. We're actually going to work on this one and that one as well. But I'm going to jump into a quick time lapse of working on the interior, because last time I placed those spruce logs, and now we're going to work on the walls of the interior of the MEGABASE. I love the look of this entrance. I want to texture it just a little bit more, but I love the overall look for it. The walls have a little bit of a callback to last season. I just love the look of these blocks together. They look so good, except I'm using the deep slate instead of blackstone like I did last season. But I have to use my barrels as the bottom. I do need to get some more barrels crafted for over here, but these are looking really good. And I went ahead and did some work back here as well. I'm going to take this design and we're going to kind of move it over to the sides, but I do want to make some doorways because I think we might put our storage system in the back of one of these. I'm not sure which one we want to do that for. And then we also have our other farm that we want to work on. I'm thinking of doing a bamboo farm for fuel. I think that's going to work really good, and then chop up a bunch of these vines because we don't really need it anymore since we found out about the moss blocks. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit, and we're going to get the level of stone at least up to this level. If I go any higher, that means I got really ambitious and I got really motivated. So let's get into that now. Oh wow, this MEGABASE is starting to look really good. I still want to take up this top level quite a bit, but it's looking really good, and these walls are fitting in really nicely. So got a couple things that I want to build. We're going to build up the bamboo or kelp farm, whichever one I decide to do. But I wanted to talk about these little bits that are hanging up in the sky. And it looks like we have a little visitor who is just resting on here. I was wondering who that was. Whoa! Could not land on that spot. Alright, let's see. It looks like it's just a wandering trader llama. Land next to you, bud. There we go. You're just gonna pop on down there. You'll be fine. Just go. You're good. See? Yeah, I'll cut that out. So what we have here, we have 2 different spots. So these are going to be floating islands that are going to have some village houses on it, similar to what we're building over there in our little kind of village area. But for the MEGABASE, we're going to have some floating islands. It's not exactly like the concept art that I'm basing this MEGABASE off of, but I think it's going to look really cool. So we're going to build up these islands a little bit in today's episode. And as for these little pillars of stone that you see on either way, I need to double check their height. I think they're at the height that I want this whole base to be at. What they're going to be is they're going to be kind of like these rock pillars that are going to kind of jag their way up here, and they're going to connect the ends of the MEGABASE and look super cool. Something I just wanted to toy around with. If it ends up not working out, I'm gonna take them out, but we're going to try to build up some kind of pillars that have a little bit of an hourglass shape, but kind of more of an organic kind of feel. Okay, I got one of these built. I want to smooth it out a little bit with some stairs and some slabs, and then build a very similar one over there. I tried to start in the water with some deep slate, building up to some tuft, but I couldn't get the shape right, so I just kind of went over the whole thing with stone, and I'll probably texture it as I go. But I wanted to kind of play with the idea that the water was making the moisture down here, the rocks were getting all wet, and it was kind of getting drier the higher up it went. I'm going to have to texture that as I go, because that just didn't work out the way that I wanted. A few days later, all right, so we've got these floating islands built up. This one is definitely not complete. I want to touch up the edge a little bit, but overall the general shape and the texturing of this one looks really good. But enough work on the MEGABASE. I did a little bit of extra work that I did off camera, but that's okay. We got the islands done, but we got something else we got to do in this video. To the shopping district. So last Scoutcraft episode, we built that. Our first shop on the server is a piranha plant, which we are going to sell foliage, flowers, all that kind of great stuff inside the giant piranha plant from Mario. I shared the video of making that as well as the pictures on a lot of different social media platforms, and I got a lot of positive buzz back. So if you are from any of those platforms and it brought you over to YouTube, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. But the inside of the shop leaves a little bit to be desired. And don't mind my sword, good old slice and dice. It is a keyblade from Kingdom Hearts, because one of our viewers, CK, made a custom texture pack. You'll also notice that I have the hardcore hearts down below. This is not the current updated version that he actually just sent me today. I need to get that one installed. So shout out to CK for making this amazing texture pack. All right, the interior is pretty much done. I do need to get 2 more barrels. I got 1 left, and I need to get some more item frames, but I need to double check that these item frames aren't going to cause a lot of lag here at spawn. I know Kevel does quite a bit of work over there. He's mainly living in the Nether for this season, but he is doing quite a bit of work at spawn. But my goal here is to sell a bunch of the flowers and just decorative blocks that the scouts can use to decorate their bases and stuff. This way they don't have to go out and collect them. I can just take care of that for them. I need to stock it up, but I'm so happy with how the inside is looking. The only thing I might do is take out these trapdoors, and I might put in some slabs or some trapdoors underneath, but I kind of like it. We could just drip down leaves or something and kind of make it part of the build, but overall, super happy with how this shop is turning out. Alright guys, that is all the time I have for today. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and let me know what your favorite part of the video is in the comments down below. My links to all my social media are down below in the description. You can check me out everywhere, and I will see you in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd. Wash your hands. Peace guys.